Welcome to Never a Dull Moment. I know today will not be a dull moment because it's Christmas come early. So, for those of you who know, it's always an amazing thing to get one of these boxes. If you do not currently know, this Fujiwara box is definitely iconic in the world of knife collecting and knife ownership. Today we're going to open another one. So we have before you a Fujiwara edition. This Japanese newspaper is iconic to those of us who treat it as Christmas wrapping paper. For those of you in Japan, it's something you just discard. It's something to fill a wastebasket or a box to ship to a family present. We're today going to take a look together at this edition. So, Terayasu Fujiwara, this new edition, this Denka Yuto 195 millimeter. We ordered this one in particular, and we got it from our friend Dustin at Real Sharp Knife. Thank you, Dustin, for the edition. His information, we'll definitely put it as a link in the description. As typical with most knives, they're wrapped in a paper. Usually the paper has a coating with a material that is designed to help prevent the knife from oxidizing. This knife is known, or this company, this line is known as being like sharpest out of the box traditionally. There's plenty of people who will tell you that they're not known for their fit and finish. So I'll definitely go ahead and show you this knife out of the box compared to its brother. These are the two handles that are offered as the wall handles from this company. You have the ebony, and then their standard. You can also get it in the Yo handle, the Western handle. I am a fan of the octagonal shape. And so I'm definitely glad to be able to show you the two different standards. The ebony handle is an upgrade if you order it from the company. You can definitely see the difference in the already used oxidation of the Nikiri. I think we definitely have some shadows going on. Okay, so this brand new knife out of the box, you'll notice they have this iconic finger cutout. Some people have called it like training wheels for those who don't know how to do their grip properly. Just kind of slips up in there so you can do your pinch grip. I don't know on this version of the knife as much as the Nikiri that's already been used, if you can see the cladding. So you'll see on this version, the knife that is the blade that is oxidized slightly, that is the core steel. And this, the Denka line, this is their Super Blue. Okay, so the Iwagami Super is their Ferrari. They have two other lines, and we'll go ahead and talk about that and the family history before we talk more about this individual knife. Okay, so the first thing I want to tell you about this company and the four generations is this has always been a samurai sword making family. As of late, there's probably been a little bit like less call for the samurai sword. So, you know, having some vision about let's still make sharp objects, we're good at that. They moved over to kitchen knives. And so they make three lines of knives. And what's really great about this company is they had an idea in the world of carbon steel. Now, for those of you who are new to knives, Japanese knife collection in particular, we were showing you earlier, I said the darker color. We have out here, we have a stainless steel, and then we have carbon steel. Now, I think you can already see in this like handmade knife that's just truly handmade by them, there is a cladding on the outside that is the protective layer, and then you have the actual carbon steel on the edge. And so allow me a moment to explain what that is to those of you who don't know. If you can think of an ice cream sandwich, the vanilla ice cream being the carbon steel, and then the cookie on the outside is stainless steel. Carbon steel oxidizes. Carbon steel is very hard. You have the ability to get it hard, you have the ability to get it sharp, but unfortunately it reacts to moisture, especially acidity. In doing so, the idea is that we're going to go from the traditional sand mine where there's iron, something that's oxidative but softer steel, and then putting that iron, or excuse me, softer metal, instead of putting that iron on the outside of carbon, meaning that they both still rust, we now have stainless steel, which is going to be softer. It's going to absorb vibration. It's going to absorb the moisture and oxidation. It's going to help protect the carbon. And so this company pioneering that cladding, so to speak, has made it so that way they can get their carbon steel on the inside, protect the knife from all the different things, and in doing so, they decided to ramp up the heat treat, and they get these knives extremely hard. The 3 lines that they carry, the Nisiji line, which is their lower end line, still an amazing knife to carry, and you use the word lower end, and it's not even fair. This lamination process of putting the metal on the outside is normally done in-house. The Denka line is done in-house. Their Maburoshi line is done in-house. The Nisiji line, they have it pre-laminated outside the company. And in doing so, they then take the pre-laminated steel after it's just heated up, and they give you another one of their innovations, the Nisiji finish, which is that pear skin, fuzzy kind of a finish. It's a silver haze, kind of soft. And they give you an excellent knife at a much lower price point. They move up to the Maburoshi line, which is both the Nisiji and the Maburoshi line are white paper #1. But you're going to definitely see the difference in the laminated in-house. And then we're going to go over to their Ferrari. So this is everything in-house. It is just like the laminated steel, the heat treat, the sharpening. Like I said, they're not known for their fit and finish. I don't know what you want. It's a handmade knife. I mean, a human being will not make this knife again. Same company, but the hammer marks will be different. Little details about it will be different. We're here for performance. So we're going to talk right now and just show you real quick the performance. This is out of the box. Merry Christmas. So let's just go ahead and move this and see what we have. I don't know what we're up to, and if you know anything about crinkly paper, it's not known for being the best for a paper test. So we'll just give it a try. We got some tape on it. We got some crinkly lines. But crinkly paper is not a problem, okay? I mean, I'm sorry. That was like a push. And it is scary. It is a lightsaber, okay?
Flash laser.
I mean, okay, so that's crinkly paper. So let's get over to some of the good stuff real quick before we get to like a paper towel or tissue. But, I mean, it just entered the airspace of the paper, okay? It just said, I don't know if you've been told, but we are here. And chicken just divides. Chicken just separates on the cutting board. You don't need to use the knife. You just have to show the chicken the knife. And then the chicken says, okay, we're done. We don't want it. We don't want to feel. Okay, so we're going to be doing a best sharpness. So we got the paper towel. I mean, I didn't even try. I was like, I'm not even going to try. Let's not even make it like, Yeah, okay. So I'm not expecting this. I brought the tissue. just to try. It's dangling tissue. It's not that like don't wipe your behind kind of starchy stuff. You know, it's flimsy. We'll give it a try. I don't know if it's there. We got some cutting. That's not a tear. And I've got it at an angle. There's no tension. It's just hanging. I mean, that's a cut. Okay? And you never do it like across like I'm doing, so. Okay, you know what? I got like right below here. Let's just try it. I didn't plan on it. Just go one more. This is not for recreational use. So this is the super thin. Okay. You know, seriously. Do I even bother with the mushroom? Like seriously, the mushrooms might just find themselves diced all of a sudden in the kitchen.
They might run away.
So
What's best?
we're gonna best it, my wife says. Of course, just so you guys who are like new to best, so this is not a standard. This is a tool. This can only measure a single point on this knife. It's up to me to just pick a single point, and you know. So we're just seeing like the out of the box. So let me go ahead and get it lit up, and let me like not unplug myself with the microphone. So 100 out of the box. I mean, that's awesome. You know, we have gotten another score. Could have gotten a different score in a different place. I think.
Or maybe not using it on stuff first.
You know, we haven't even cleaned this knife. I mean, normally there's like a packing oil on it. That can be a thing. Let's look 100. I'm not going to argue over 100. I mean, 100 out of the box. You know, we're happy to get 200 out of the box. Okay, so. I mean, do I even? Just for the fun of it. We're going to do one. My wife says no. We're going to give you the porn. We're going to give you the food porn. Okay, let's do the quick. I don't even want to touch the cutting board. We got paper, people.
Don't try this at home.
We got paper. We got thin little sheets of paper. We got nice. Okay, so let's wipe it clean. One of the habits of, carbon steel. Okay, so here's the deal. These knives are not cheap. They are something to have. They are a tool. They're meant to be used. It's literally the only knife you'll ever need. I mean, it's beautiful. This knife that we got is going to be replaced on a different episode. My wife will get you a close-up of this. So this is a custom handle that was made for this knife. This is by Let's Handle This. Josh is in England and is going to be replacing this. Josh owns this knife, so he knew all the measurements. So we will have this beautiful, I do not know the stats on the burl that was used to make this, so we'll have it for you in that episode. So we're excited about replacing that. So it is not a beginner knife. It is a collector's item. It is a tool. It is a lightsaber. It is incredible. It is hard. The thing that you need to know if you buy this knife, they can chip easily. So that is the thing. Use it properly. Use it on what you need, not bone, not frozen food. The only thing I can say as far as my review is this knife is awesome. And if you're awesome and you want to own awesome, then you buy awesome. So we already saw earlier that our boy, that Real Sharp Knife, Dustin, has these available for you. Yes, there are other vendors. Dustin gave us an incredible price. We appreciate it. Several of the vendors that I'll list, if you want to get the Western handle versus the Japanese handle, those are all available to you. Be prepared to spend the money. Know that it's worth it. I will say the organization that worked with me, shipping me the one from Japan, was incredible. They stayed on like emails with me all the time. I have nothing to say about their customer service. Direct from Japan was the Nikiri. Incredible. If you're dealing with the company, it's awesome. So please, if you want to just reach up to describe and just grab awesomeness out of the atmosphere and put it in your house, Fujiwara Denka, done. We're out of here. That was not a dull moment. I'm so excited about this knife. Thank you and God bless.